Ready to take the next step in your education or career? The Warren Forest Higher Education Council offers affordable career training, certification, and seminar programs right here at home. With flexible classes designed for busy schedules, you can advance your future without leaving the region. Your future starts here. Learn more today at high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222. The Warren Forest High Ed Council, your access to lifelong learning.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBI? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
It's a rubber match between the Dragons and Bulldogs here this afternoon, this time with District Gold on the line. Warren takes on Meadville in the District 10 Class 5A Baseball Championship, and it's next on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Providing in-depth audio, video, and written coverage of high school and small college sports across Western Pennsylvania. The YDL Sports Network. If you love sports, this is the place to be. A very pleasant Wednesday morning still for a couple minutes anyway to here on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network, as we are getting set for the District 10 Class 5A Baseball Championship. Number 2, Warren takes on number 1, Meadville here from Mercyhurst University. And before we get started, a very special thank you to the Zadarko family and the Warren Baseball Sports Boosters for sponsoring today's broadcast, helping us cover the rights fees to put this game on the air for you here. Technically going to be this afternoon, but this is the Casella pregame show. Fans are an essential part of any team. Visit Casella.com to join our team today. Casella, our people, your team. Today's stream is also powered by Oil Country Crates. Your products are protection. OilCountryCrates.com. And you're on the Warren Tire Center. Drive to the game. Warren Tire Center, make sure you get to the game in comfort. Give them a call, 814-723-8050, or visit them online, WarrenTireCenter.com. Brian Hagberg, Ben White with you here in the AGI Industry Storage Containers broadcast booth. AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental. And Ben, before we get started here, full disclosure, you have some added extra insight into this Warren team. Obviously, Warren head coach Johnny White, your big brother, but this is a rubber match between these two teams. They split the two regular season meetings. What do you expect to see here in this district championship game?
I expect to see a pretty good ball game. I mean, the weather. I mean, it looks like it's raining right now. I mean, they are playing on turf, so that's a good thing. It should be a good game. I think, I had some conversations with John about, a little bit of everything. I said, what have you done differently from last year to this year to get to where you're at? And he goes like, oh, nothing much. It's just what we started at last year. And I'm like, is there any other surprises that has happened this year? And he goes like, I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, it's part of spring sports. You're going to play in especially in Western Pennsylvania, you're going to play in some cruddy weather as we see today. So, I mean, as a athlete myself, or a former athlete myself, I've experienced that too. So it should be a good ball game.
Yeah. And, you may see some umbrellas popping up, and special thanks to the fans that are right in front of us here at Mercyhurst. The rain just started coming down again. I drove through it a couple of times on the way out here, but it looked like maybe it was held off for a while, and then just as we were getting ready to go on air, the raindrops started falling again. So you're probably going to see some umbrellas pop up here and there throughout this ball game. We'll try to adjust the camera, and again, special thanks to the folks who were right in front of us, took a step to the side so we could get a clear shot for you here as we head into this is first pitch scheduled for noon here, as the coaches and captains are out exchanging lineups and going over the ground rules with our umpires and District 10 officials. But, again, Meadville kind of by default is a reigning District 10 5A champion. There was no game last year, and a big part of that is, this was a Warren team that went winless a year ago. They've come back. They won 5 games this year, and, a 6th one here I think would be extra special for them. But, again, so much of what they ran into last year was youth and inexperience, and not just from the players, but obviously it was Johnny's first year as the head coach. And, there are things as you're an athlete, or as you said, just recently a former athlete yourself, but, it's different being the athlete and being the coach and going through that whole process. And you can see that he's kind of settled into that role here a little bit more this year. And it certainly helped that his ace, the guy who's going to go on the mound for the Dragons here this afternoon, David Manning, has started to look like the David Manning we've seen the last couple of years when he was out at Youngsville. Struggled a little bit to start the year, but has really come on these last couple of weeks.
Oh, it's exciting. As John said, start building where he left off last year, and obviously he improved too. I mean, as first year head coach, it's different being an assistant and a head coach. A lot of people don't realize that. There's a lot more you have to think about. You're thinking about every little detail now. And it is important that he does have his ace, David Manning, back. I discussed with my dad yesterday about it. Manning is back, so that will help him. And the big one of the big factors of this game is the pitch count for both these teams. Opposing teams should, they're going to look at that pitch count, trying to build up that pitch count for those pitchers so they can get out of the game quick.
And that is one thing a couple of times this year that we've seen, even these games that Manning's gone he's gone deep, 6 innings, 6 2/3, and then, getting those final couple of outs of the games has sometimes been an adventure. So that's going to be a big key for Warren here, is to keep Manning's pitch count low. And then on the flip side for the Bulldogs, obviously they're going to want to extend those at bats, foul off a bunch of pitches if they can, get deep into the counts and try to get Manning out of the game as early as they can.
And that's what they want. They want to get him out of the game as fast as they can, and then they can attack attack on the offensive side of the ball.
And then his mound opponent here today is going to be Meadville stud AJ Falepa, and the Dragons have definitely seen a lot of him over the last couple of years, and one of the better pitchers in District 10, to be perfectly honest. And and again, Warren's going to want to try to use that same strategy, get deep into the counts, foul some pitches off, get that pitch count up early, and try to get him out of the ball game, get into the Bulldog bullpen.
Yeah, it's kind of the same way. Both teams have probably have the same game plan coming into the game, so getting ready for an exciting match.
All right, we're going to step aside for 90 seconds here. We'll be back with our Howard Hanna Professionals starting lineups here. This is the District 10 Class 5A Baseball Championship on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Ready to take the next step in your education or career? The Warren Forest Higher Education Council offers affordable career training, certification, and seminar programs right here at home. With flexible classes designed for busy schedules, you can advance your future without leaving the region. Your future starts here. Learn more today at high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222. The Warren Forest High Ed Council, your access to lifelong learning.
Welcome to the Crary Art Gallery. We are a small gallery with a big story. Since 1977, the Crary Art Gallery has been home to an extensive inventory of prominent local art. Our doors are open to the public every other even month, featuring exhibitions beyond our permanent collection and hosting artists from nation and worldwide, turning each visit into a limited time experience you won't want to miss. Come discover something new. For more information, visit craryartgallery.org.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure. Oh, Ben, I don't think we could have timed that any better. Went to break just before the national anthem started. Come back just as it's ending here, just a couple of minutes away from first pitch, the District 10 Class 5A Baseball Championship, Meadville and Warren. Want to let you know our scoreboard this afternoon is brought to you by Rouse. Rouse is caring for generations. Visit rouse.org to find out more. And our board is powered by Seneca Generation. Seneca Generation is powering your home, empowering our community. And now for our Howard Hanna Professionals starting lineups. Howard Hanna Professionals can help you get started. To get the keys to a new home, call 814-726-2000 or visit howardhannaprofessionals.com. And first for the second-seeded Dragons, Warren is the number 2 seed. They will be the visitors here this afternoon. The starting lineup for Johnny White is leading off and doing the catching, Eli Snyder. The left fielder, Brady Chase, bats second. The pitcher, David Manning, bats third. In the cleanup spot, third baseman, Brock Bryan. The shortstop, Duncan McGarry, bats fifth. Batting sixth and playing center field is Tage Wyman. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Zane Carlson, and he'll be hitting for right fielder, Charlie Blum. Batting eighth and playing first base, Colin Zadarko, and the second baseman, Brady Sheen, rounds out the lineup for the Dragons. Defensively, for Coach Tony Tartaglione and the Bulldogs across the outfield from left to right, Santino Trenga, Jacoby Thompson, and Rocco Woodrow. And across the infield, starting at third base, Colin Reichel. Ian Miller's at short, Jared Grubbs at second, and Henry DeSantis Biggs is at first. And it'll be Colton Redden, doing the catching for the pitcher, AJ Falepa. All right, Ben, we're just about ready to get started. Any final thoughts before first pitch here?
Let the ball game begin. Let's go.
All right, so it will be Eli Snyder leading off for Warren, facing Meadville's AJ Falepa. And first pitch to Snyder, breaking ball in there for a strike. And, I mean, you could really see the bend on that pitch, Ben. My goodness. And the 0-1 catches the inside corner, so Fleppa quickly ahead 0-2 here to Snyder.
0-2, you got to find a way to get the ball in the play, get on base.
Fleppa delivers the 0-2. That one's high and tight for a ball. One, two, another breaking ball. That one stayed high. And that's something as the rain's starting to come down, Fleppa likes to use those breaking pitches. How solid of a grip is he going to have?
That's a great question.
There's another breaking ball. That one misses the inside corner. The count is now full to Snyder.
Great at bat here in the first inning. First at bat of the game. Oh, love to see it.
Oh, and that's exactly what we talked about. Both teams going to want to run up those pitch counts, and already pitched number 6 here from Fleppa to Snyder. And that is taken high for a ball 4. And so the leadoff batter is aboard for the Dragons. A walk to Eli Snyder. And that's, the one thing we didn't talk about with running up those pitch counts and getting deep into the game is at the end of it, you want to end up on base.
Yeah. You want to end up on base and then also make the routine plays as well.
And so we are going to get a courtesy runner in for the catcher here. That's number 26, Gabe Thibodeau. And so the left fielder, Brady Chase, now steps in as a runner on first and takes the first pitch for a strike. Our first inning this afternoon is brought to you by Pennsylvania General Energy. PGE is producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure. Oh, 1 to Chase. And he lines that one into center field, and on to make the catch is Thompson. And Thibodeau will go back to first. There is one away.
One of the things I talked about with Johnny is that he talked about dugout energy throughout the game. It is very important to start bring the energy before the game and throughout to the last pitch, he said.
And so the pitcher, David Manning, steps in 1-on-1 out here in the PGE first inning. And he takes first pitch for a strike. And, we talked about Manning coming on, on the mound these last couple of weeks. His bats started to heat up as well. And, you see some of that confidence bleeds over when you start pitching well. Suddenly you start hitting well, too. Swings and misses at that pitch and is behind 0-2 here to Fleppa.
I think it's also getting used to the new setting around. As you said, he came from Youngsville. Getting used to different styles of coaching.
Fleppa with the 0-2, and that's fouled back. And Manning keeps the at-bat alive. Reminder, PGE is a proud sponsor of the Warren County Star Student of the Month Scholarship Program. Stay tuned to Your Daily Local for the announcement of the 2025-26 Teen of the Year scholarship winner. I was told just the other day they hope to have that announcement made by June 1st. We'll find out. You can check out the Your Daily Local Facebook page or the PGE Facebook page to get an update on last year's scholarship winner, Alyssa Wismar. And that pitch misses low and away. And Manning immediately waving Thibodeau back to first. Don't even think about it there. As Redden was able to snag that one.
It's I'm the pitcher. Listen to me.
The 1-2 to Manning. That one's lifted into right field, way up high, and underneath it is Woodrow for the second out. So 2 away now for the third baseman, Brock Bryan. And, we talked about some of that youth that Warren had a year ago. Brock Bryan, certainly one of those young players, still a young player, but has definitely settled into the varsity game. You can see as this year went on. And he takes a strike from Fleppa. So far, 4 batters in. Fleppa's gotten ahead on the first pitch to all of them.
That's a good start for each batter.
Throw over to first base, and Thibodeau back easily. And that one catches the outside corner for strike 2. And again, we're seeing that movement on Falepa's pitches. You can really see from our vantage point. I hope it's coming through on the broadcast as well, because those balls are moving. Would be right to left from Falepa's vantage point. And Brian reaches out and fouls that one out of play.
I know I wouldn't be able to hit those pitches.
For those right-handed batters, they start looking like they're going to come right at you, and they tail right across towards the outside corner of the plate.
But I also haven't swung a bat in who knows how long.
So the 0-2 from Falepa, and Brian puts that one down the right field line, but just foul.
Brian out here battling out with the pitcher right now. All the batters for Warren so far have battled in each at bat they have had in this first inning, which you like to see.
The 0-2 again, and this one line just past the diving Grubbs at second base for a base hit. And runners at first and second now after the single from Brock Bryan.
That's a good hit by Brock Bryan. Put the ball in the play. Puts a runner on second.
So runner in scoring position now for the shortstop, Duncan McGarry.
Shortstop 17, Duncan McGarry.
And McGarry, another one that's really come on offensively here late in the season, and he takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. So again, 5 for 5 first pitch strikes for Falepa. But comes up here, top of the first, 2 outs, and a runner in scoring position. Runners at first and second. McGarry goes down the left field line, foul territory, and great effort there by Trenga. So we'll show you here a little bit. There's a lot of space down there in left field. Because
I believe this baseball field is also the Mr. Harris soccer field as well. So there's a lot of space.
And Trenga racing the diving effort to get that foul ball, but nothing doing there. So it's 0-2 to McGarry. And McGarry puts that one out of play. And it does appear the raindrops have stopped, at least for now, as McGarry fouls that one down the first base side. And again, another battle here. And this is, these teams are very, very familiar with each other. They know what it's all about.
And they know what's on the line, too.
Absolutely. And Falepa gets a swing and a miss for the final out of the inning. No runs on one hit and 2 left on base here as we head to the bottom of the PGE first inning. No score. Warren and Meadville District 10 Class 5A Championship.
In every heartbeat, every helping hand, every moment of care, Warren General Hospital stands as a cornerstone of our community. For generations, families have trusted us to be here today, tomorrow, and always. We're transforming community health and wellness through excellence in quality, safety, service, engagement, and patient experience. Warren General Hospital.
Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers. Your cruise planner's advisor is your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at GriggsTravel.com. That's GriggsTravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegany grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change.
And the starting lineup here for the Meadville Bulldogs, our Howard Hand Professional starting lineup for the Bulldogs here this afternoon. Leading off the shortstop, Ian Miller. The center fielder, Jacoby Thompson, bats second. Batting third and playing first base, Henry DeSantis Biggs. The right fielder, Rocco Woodrow, bats the cleanup. The pitcher, A.J. Falepa, bats 5th. Batting 6th and playing left field is Santino Trenga. The catcher, Colton Redden, bats 7th. Batting 8th and playing third base is Colin Reichel. And Jared Grubbs, the second baseman, rounds out the lineup for the Bulldogs. So it'll be Miller, Thompson, and DeSantis Biggs due up here in the bottom of the PGE first inning. No score. Warren and Meadville District 10 5A championship. And the first pitch from David Manning is fouled down the third base line. And defensively for the Dragons across the outfield, left to right, Brady Chase, Tage Wyman, and Charlie Blum. Across the infield, Brock Bryans at third, Duncan McGarry at short, Brady Sheen at second, Colin Zadarko at first, Eli Snyder behind the dish for the pitcher, David Manning, who misses low and away to make it 1-1. And Miller fouls that one back into the netting. And so Manning ahead 1-2. One, two is fouled back. And again, we see with, as we mentioned at the top of the inning, leadoff batter Ian Miller battling here after falling behind 1-2. Fouled a couple of pitches off. And
that builds up that pitch count.
Absolutely. And that pitch is fouled out of play. That one's going to go over into the football field, I think, here. That's
I think it's still rolling.
Down beyond the dugout here on the first base side. If you look that way, it's the Mercyhurst football field. And that 1-2 is outside, Manning trying to get Miller to chase, and he does not. So now it's 2-2. The 2-2 to Miller is fouled back and out of play.
Both of these first at bats have been going. The first at bat for Warren went full count. This one going 2-2. Full battle.
And Miller already having fouled off about 4 pitches here, I think. And the 2-2 well outside fills up the count. And again, it's still kind of spitting some raindrops out there, I think. I mean, it's slowed significantly since the start of the game. And that pitch lined into center field. That's going to be a leadoff hit for Ian Miller.
Talked about putting the ball in play when the Dragons were up at bat. It's the same thing with the Bulldogs as well. Both teams got to put the ball in play, and both teams got to make the routine plays on the field as well.
And so both teams had the leadoff batter get aboard. Snyder walked, and it's a base hit for Ian Miller. Now the center fielder, Jacoby Thompson, fouls the first pitch down the third base line. Nice hands down there at third base.
Impressive with no glove.
Yeah. I was really impressed by the lateral movement there by the third base coach. And Manning fires over to first. Miller back easily. You could see Miller kind of extending that lead, almost enticing the throw over by Manning. It's 0-1 to Thompson at the plate. He squares the bunt, puts it up high. Bryan with the catch, and they're going to double up Miller at first.
What a nice play by Bryan. He saw that bunt coming, and he stepped up and caught the ball, making an easy double play happen. Oh.
So 2 away now for the first baseman, Henry DeSantis Biggs.
First baseman, 44, Henry DeSantis Biggs.
And the first pitch roped into left field for a base hit. And so the Bulldogs are coming out. They're being aggressive. Two singles here in the bottom of the PGE first inning. And now the right fielder, Rocco Woodrow, steps in 2 on, 1 aboard. As DeSantis Biggs gets the equipment off down there at first base. Now ready to
That's a
go.
lot of gear.
And that pitch line to third, and Brian's there for out number 3. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on here for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the first inning. We head to the second. No score. Warren Meadville, District 10 Class 5A Championship on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
We think Rossbecker Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Just about ready to start the second inning here, District 10 Class 5A Baseball Championship. No score, Warren and Meadville. Brian Hagberg, Ben White with you on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Our second inning this afternoon is brought to you by Rossbecker Insurance. Rossbecker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossbecker.com. That's Rossbecker. And again, special thanks to the Zadarko family and the Warren Baseball Sports Boosters for sponsoring this afternoon's broadcast, allowing us to bring you live video coverage here. And it'll be Tage Wyman to lead off the Rossbecker Insurance Group second inning. Zane Carlson and Colin Zadarko also do up this inning. Facing AJ Filippa. Dragons had a couple of guys on in the first inning, but left them stranded. And now it is 6 for 6 for Filippa on first pitch strikes. And we kind of harped on these pitch counts, but that you go 0-1 on the first pitch. That goes a long way to keeping those pitch counts down. And then gets a swing and a miss. It's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, and a lot of that matters when first time seeing the pitcher. They kind of could take the first pitch, see what they're getting, and get a feel for him.
The 0-2 grounded to short. Miller up with it. And throws over to first. Nice stretch there by DeSantis Biggs to record the out. So 6-3 goes Wyman. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Zane Carlson. He is batting for Charlie Blum this afternoon.
Carlson.
First pitch from Filippa catches the outside corner for a strike. The 0-1 right down the middle for strike 2. And Filippa working quickly here. The 0-2 to Carlson is slow roller down third. Reichel up with it and has time. Is that ball had just enough carry to get out there to Reichel in time.
I don't know how the ball hit the bat. I mean, you didn't really hear the ting from the bat at all. It was just silence.
Those little swinging bunts there from Carlson. But there's 2 away now for the first baseman, Colin Zadarko. And he takes a strike on the inside corner. And this has been an efficient inning for Filippa here. The 0-1 breaking pitch in there for strike 2.
I don't know if he has thrown a ball at all.
Not this inning, no.
In this inning.
The 0-2 to Zadarko. Skied way up high into shallow center and able to run under it and make the catch is Thompson. And the Dragons go 3 up, 3 down here in the Rossbecker Insurance Group second inning. We head to the bottom of the second. No score, Warren and Meadville, District 10 5A Championship on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
This summer, get in the game with Much Game Athletics. Register now for the Girls Shootout and Team Camp, June 12th and 13th, featuring JV and varsity games guaranteed 6 games per team. Register by May 31st. Plus, sign up for the Oil City area Boys and Girls Leagues with Girls Junior High, Boys Junior High, Boys Varsity and Girls Varsity Leagues available. Guaranteed 9 games per team. For questions or information, contact Jeff Pauley at muchgame649@gmail.com or call 814-671-1176.
And welcome back here to Mercyhurst University. About to start the bottom of the Ross Becker Insurance Group's second inning of this District 10 Class 5A championship. No score, Warren in Meadville. And it's A.J. Filippa to lead off here for the Bulldogs. Takes the ball. Manning winds and delivers and catches the outside corner for a strike. Bulldogs had a couple of hits in the first inning, but lined into a double play, and then a line out ended the inning as the 1-1 goes low for ball 2. And the 2-1 to Filippa misses low for ball 3. And 3-1 misses high for ball 4. And so again, the Bulldogs get the leadoff batter aboard, this time with a walk to Filippa. That'll bring up the left fielder, Santino Trenga.
This is a good time for Manning just to settle down. You know, I know the District 10 championship, I'm a little nervous probably, but settle down. It's just another game.
So Filippa on first, trying to get the plate. Manning fires over. Diving back safely. First pitch to Trenga, catches the outside corner for a strike. And another throw over. The 0-1 misses high and tight for a ball. And number 23, Connor Masidi, is in running. It's a courtesy runner for Filippa over there at first. I thought I looked down. I was like, that number doesn't look right. that's yeah. They kind of that change happened quickly.
Yeah.
It's
efficient.
Yeah. It's a 1-1. Misses just outside for a ball. And the 2-1 grounded right back to Manning. He's up with it, looks over, and just decides to go to first for the out. So runner advances.
It's a smart
ground out.
It's a smart play by Manning. You know, runner's already halfway there. He was at the yellow line when he looked and was like, no, I'm just gonna make the simple play, get him out.
Well, and McGarry, neither McGarry nor Sheen were able to get over. Yeah. If one of them had been standing on second base, maybe he makes that throw, but neither, they were still on their way there. So one away now as catcher Colton Redden steps in and takes the ball. He has a runner in scoring position. Mm-hmm. First time the Bulldogs have gotten a runner in scoring position here this afternoon. Dragons got a runner to second in the top of the first, but left him stranded. And a 1-0 in there for a strike. Manning checking the runner at second, comes home and catches the outside corner for a strike. That was a nice frame job there by Snyder behind the dish. And it's 1-2 now to Redden at the plate. And Manning steps off as the city doing a lot of movement down there at second base. And now Manning comes home and catches the outside corner for a called strike 3, and Redden didn't like that one.
It was a close one. That was just on the perimeter of being a strike or being in a ball.
Well, and again, Snyder's doing a great job on those breaking pitches on the outside corner, bringing those back.
Yeah.
So now 2 away for the third baseman, Colin Reichel. And he takes low for a ball. The 1-0 to Reichel is grounded to short. McGarry up with it, throws over to Zadarko for the third out. So the Bulldogs get one on, but leave him stranded. No runs, no hits, no errors, but one left on, and we head to the third no-score Warren Meadville District 10 Class 5A Championship. At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
Our third inning this afternoon is brought to you by the Verischetti Holdings Group. Companies within the Verischetti Holdings Group include Phoenix Sintered Metals, Superior Energy Resources, Allegheny Electric Service, and Verischetti & Son Incorporated. Find out more at VerischettiHoldings.com. No score, Dragons and Bulldogs here as we start the third inning, and it's the second baseman Brady Sheen leading off, and he, surprise, surprise, takes a strike from A.J. Filippa on the first pitch.
I feel like every Dragon
he has gone 9 for 9. Here through the first time through the lineup. The other one misses low and away for a ball. So 1-1 now to Sheen at the plate. And he fouls that one out of play. 1-2, Filippa fires. A little breaking pitch, a soft roller again, and Redden lets it roll, but it stays fair, So a little swinging bunt base hit for Brady Sheen.
I don't know what he was. I know what he was trying to think, but
it stopped right on the line.
And that's the difference between a regular field and turf. You know, the different texture on a regular field. Yeah, that might roll, but on turf.
And Tartaglione out to talk to the home plate umpire about it, as Redden thought he had let it roll foul, but
it just stopped right on the line, like literally right on the line. I don't know how to.
And Eli Snyder drives one deep into left, and racing over to make the catch is Trenga at the line.
What a play!
What a run by Trenga to make that catch, and Snyder acknowledging it there, lifting his helmet. That was going to go to the fence at least.
Yeah, it was.
But it was hooking. And
he leaned with his arm out with his glove, and then his momentum took him, caught the ball, and fell to the ground.
So 1 out now here in the third inning for Brady Chase. And that is the first Warren batter that has taken the first pitch for a ball. And it comes a second time through the lineup. Chase flew out to center field his first time up. The 1-0 misses inside for ball 2. So 2-0 to Chase, and that catches the outside corner. Another nice breaking pitch there from Filippa. The 2-1 misses outside for ball 3. Well, proverbial hitter's count here now for Brady Chase. As Brady Sheen at first base had a little swinging bunt single, and Chase takes that one on the inside corner for strike 2, and the count is full. Flip shakes off the first signal, now has what he wants. And the payoff pitch. Breaking ball misses up high for ball 4.
Flippa didn't like that. He didn't. It was just where he thought he can get him.
Well, and I think Meadville, especially after the called strike 3 on Redden in the bottom of the second, wanted that one.
Yeah.
But they don't get it. And so now runners on first and second with one away here for David Manning. He flew out to right his first at bat. Grounds this one right back up the middle. Miller steps on second, fires over to first, and gets the double play to end the inning. 6-3 goes Miller, and the Dragons are retired here in the third. We go to the bottom. No score, Warren and Meadville in the District 10 5A championship.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us and rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
Bottom of the third, no score here. Warren and Meadville from Mercyhurst University. Brian Hagberg, Ben White with you on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Want to thank you all for taking some time on this Wednesday afternoon to tune into this District 10 championship action. Grubbs, Miller, and Thompson due up here for the Bulldogs facing David Manning in the bottom of the third inning. And both teams have had some opportunities, and we've seen some great defensive plays here this afternoon. It's 2 of them in that in the top of this inning alone. The catch in left field by Tringa, and then the double play by Miller.
And both teams are making the routine plays, and they're not making too many errors. I think we've only seen maybe 1 error in the entire game.
The first pitch to Grubbs is grounded to third. Brock Bryan up with it. Throws over to first, and there is 1 away. And that'll turn the lineup over to Ian Miller. Singled and then was caught on second, trying to advance to second on the bunt by Thompson that hung up in the air, and Brock Bryan caught it and fired over to first to double up Miller. And he lifts the first pitch into left field, racing back to the wall, and it is gone. A home run for Ian Miller for the first run of this ball game.
That brings the excitement you see from the crowd. You hear the crowd shaking. I believe that was the first pitch that for him, first swing.
And so Meadville gets on the board here in the third. The solo shot by Ian Miller. And that will bring Jacoby Thompson to the plate. And he lined into that double play in the first inning, tried to bunt, fouls that one back right at us here.
That was close. I thought that was coming to me. Sometimes I forget these nets.
Yeah.
They're so thin, but like.
So 0-1 now to Thompson at the plate. And he swings and misses. And he pokes that one down the first base line. Zadarko handles it easily and steps on first base for out number 2. And so that'll bring up the first baseman, Henry DeSantis Biggs. He singled back in the first inning and then was stranded. And takes the first pitch for a strike. The 0-1. Grounded right back to Manning, who snags it out of midair and fires over to first. And DeSantis Biggs, I think, was a little frustrated. You saw that as the bat went down.
He's like, shoot. Thought I had him.
But so 1 run on 1 big hit for the Bulldogs here in the 3rd inning. They take a 1-0 lead into the 4th. This is District 10 Class 5A Baseball Championship on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBI? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
So 1-0 Meadville leads here in the 4th inning. The solo shot by Ian Miller in the 3rd, the only run so far of this one. And leading on, or due up for the Dragons here in the 4th inning, Brock Bryan, Duncan McGarry, and Tage Wyman. Bryan singled back in the 1st, takes a strike to start this at bat here in the 4th. Our 4th inning this afternoon is brought to you by the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry. Learn about all the advantages of becoming a chamber member at WCCBI.org. Falepa with the 0-1, fouled back. And Falepa has the pitch he wants now. Delivers the 0-2 to Bryan. It swung on. Yes, he did go around. So a big strikeout there for Falepa to start the 4th.
I think every baseball player has been there. You just kind of, you think you want it, and then you're like, and you just went just a little too far.
Duncan McGarry.
Well, that'll bring up the shortstop, Duncan McGarry. He struck out in the 1st inning. Takes outside for a ball. And, Ben, in a game like this, it's 1-0 in the 4th inning. Haven't been a ton of base runners, been some great defensive plays as that breaking pitch is in there for a strike. How big a mountain does 1 run feel like right now?
A pretty big mountain, especially coming into the 4th inning. Getting down near the final stretch of the game. It's a pretty big one run is pretty. It's like the mile to come from.
So the 1-1 misses outside for ball 2. It's 2-1 now to McGarry at the plate. 1 away here in the WCCBI 4th, and McGarry lifts that one into center, racing over and making the catch is Thompson for the 2nd out.
Both teams, like I've said on the entire time, both teams have been making great plays, especially in the outfield that we've seen so far, especially by the Bulldogs.
Well, and it seems like, at least so far, Dragons have bats on the ball, but they've hung up enough that, and Meadville's obviously got great speed in the outfield.
They do.
Those balls hang up there, and those outfielders are going to track them down. First pitch to Tage Wyman misses outside for a ball. Wyman grounded out to short his first time up. Takes that one up and in for ball 2.
And I feel like most coaches, they put their fast guys in the outfield because they know they can run under and catch those balls.
2-0 right down the middle for a strike. I think by all appearances, Wyman was taken all the way there. And again, trying to get back into that, hey, we got to work the count on this guy and get him to run up some pitches. As 2-1 misses down low for ball 3.
Work the count, find what you want, nothing else, what you want, and then swing away.
Yeah, here we go. 3-1 now to Wyman at the plate. Filippa delivers, and Wyman grounds it back up the middle. Grubbs gets it at second, and Wyman dives in, but not in time.
Great effort, though.
And it is 4-3 to end the visiting half of the 4th inning. As Dragons go 3 up, 3 down here in the 4th. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Meadville 1, Warren 0, District 10 Class 5A Baseball Championship on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyyyink.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Welcome back here to the campus of Mercyhurst University. Just about ready to start the bottom of the WCCBI 4th inning. Meadville leading Warren 1-0 on the strength of an Ian Miller solo home run in the 3rd. It'll be Woodrow, Filippa, and Trenga due up for the Bulldogs here in the 4th inning. Brian Hagberg, Ben White with you in the AGI Industry Storage Containers broadcast booth. And Manning's first pitch to Woodrow swung on and missed. And, Ben, we were talking about, how big one run in a game like this, how big one run could feel. And so far, just 2 hits for the Dragons this afternoon, as that one's going to find its way through into right field. And it's a base hit to start the 4th inning for Rocco Woodrow.
That one run, that can, so hard to come back from. People don't realize how hard one run is to get in baseball, especially in a game like this where both pitchers are going at it.
4th hit of the game for the Bulldogs now, and that'll bring up the pitcher, A.J. Filippa. He drew a walk to lead off the 2nd inning, and Manning going to call timeout, wants to have a little chat with his catcher. Make sure everybody's on the same page here as Filippa steps in with one runner on here and nobody out in the 4th inning. As the raindrops are starting to come down again, I see the umbrellas are starting to come back out in the bleachers. So,
like I said earlier, that can make the field a little slick. Turf when it rains, the field becomes a lot more slick, and it might be a little harder to get some grip on your feet.
So first pitch to Filippa in there for a strike. Woodrow at first base with a leadoff single. Filippa squares the bunt. It's a strike, and Snyder's got Woodrow in a rundown down to second base, and McGarry unable to hold on to the ball, so Woodrow is into second. Dragons had him exactly where they wanted him, but the initial throw from Snyder took Zadarko off of first base a little bit, and he tries to recover, and then McGarry unable to hold on to make the tag at short.
Tough break right there.
Unfortunate for the Dragons, that pitch was called a strike, and a big strikeout of Filippa by Manning. So now there's one away, but a runner in scoring position for the left fielder, Santino Trenga, who made a great catch in left field to rob Eli Snyder. Takes first pitch for a ball.
Still can't get over that. That was such a One heck of a play.
Well, and again, Snyder even give him the tip of the cap there on his way back.
Can't even be upset over that.
As that misses outside for ball 2. And again, Snyder trying to frame, but that was a little too far outside.
Yeah.
So the 2-0, that one catches the outside corner for a strike. And this is just the first of 2 championship games scheduled here for Mercyhurst University. McDowell and Erie will square off in the 6A title game on the conclusion of this one. And that one grounded. Manning flips it over to Zadarko, and there are 2 away. But Redden steps in with what could be a massive run 90 feet away. Redden struck out looking back in the second inning on a pitch that he was not happy about being called a strike for sure. First pitch to Redden catches the outside corner for a strike.
If I'm the Dragons, you can't make any mistake here, or else it will cost a run. So you got to lock in here and just make the routine play to get an out.
One line right back to Manning, who snags it for the out. Nice catch there by Manning, and he gets out of the jam. So the Bulldogs, no runs on 1 hit, no errors. Well, sorry, that would be 1 error, as they could have got the runner at second base on 1 error and 1 very critical runner left on at third base. We head to the 5th. Meadville 1, Warren nothing. District 10 Class 5A Baseball Championship on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
We think Rossbacher Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Just about set to start the 5th inning here at Mercyhurst University. Meadville leading Warren 1-0 District 10 Class 5A Championship. Our 5th inning this afternoon brought to you by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Come check out their new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center. The Allegheny Grill was recently voted the #1 waterfront restaurant in Pennsylvania. Find out why at AlleghenyGrill.com. Carlson, Zadarko, and Sheen due up for the Dragons here in the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg 5th inning. Facing A.J. Filippa. And swing and a miss by Carlson on the first pitch. He grounded out to third his first at-bat. And again, right now, an Ian Miller solo home run, the difference in this ball game. Breaking pitch catches the outside corner for a strike.
You got to get base runners on and get those base runners all the way to the home plate.
Dragons have had a couple of runners reach second base, but unable to bring it in, and a swing and a miss there, and it's a 3-pitch strikeout to start the 5th inning for Filippa. Bring up Colin Zadarko. He flew out to center field his first at bat.
Colin Zadarko.
Again, special thanks to the Zadarko family and the Warren Baseball Sports Boosters for sponsoring this afternoon's broadcast, allowing us to bring you this live video footage. Zadarko takes first pitch for a ball. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. And the winner here will face either Alderdice or DuBois on Tuesday in a 5A sub-regional for a berth in the state tournament. Breaking pitch in there for strike 2. That DuBois-Alderdice game will take place scheduled for 4 o'clock this afternoon, so they'll know who they're going to face before they even get started, while the winner here will have to wait around and find out who they're going to play on Tuesday. 1-2 to Zadarko. Skied way up high into right field. Woodrow under it makes the catch for the second out. And again, another Dragon batter gets the bat on the ball, but it goes way up high and allows the outfielder to settle under it and make the catch.
Yeah.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Brady Sheen, had a little swing single that rolled down the third base line, and Redden thought he picked it up in foul territory, but it was a fair ball. And
it's still mind-boggling to me how it literally was on the line.
It just stopped.
It just stopped. Yeah. It was, from my angle, it looked like it was on it.
Sheen swings and misses at the 0-1. It's quickly 0-2. And Fleppa looking for his second straight 1-2-3 inning here. Ahead 0-2 to Sheen. He pokes that one into right field. That one's going to settle in for a base hit. And the Dragons have a runner on here with 2 outs in the Allegheny Grill at Foxburg. 5th inning.
There's a very good job by Sheen putting the ball in the play, getting on base. Now we're getting the top of the lineup for the Dragons.
It's 2 for 2 day so far for Brady Sheen, as that will bring up the catcher, Eli Snyder. Again, had a ball go almost to the fence in the left field corner, and Tregna chased it down to make the catch. And Snyder walked his first at bat and takes up high for a ball here. The 1-0 lifted into left field, way back. Tregna's tracking at the wall, and he runs into the fence. Can't make the catch, but it's a foul ball.
Right on the fence.
Right. Tregna ran right into it. Foul ball. No, it landed in the field of play. And so they're going to go out and check on Tregna now out in left field. He ran right into the fence. And again, I mean, that was almost an identical way the ball was tracking down the left field line. It just – he thought Tregna was going to do it again, but
went a little farther than the last one, and then caught it, hit the fence, which is not fun. Hit the fence really hard, and the ball popped out.
And fortunate for Meadville that it was on the foul side of the line, because if that had hit fair, Snyder might be still running.
Yeah, it would have been a big momentum shift for that.
Sheen scores on that, no question. If it's fair. I mean, by the time Thompson would get over there, Sheen was already halfway to third base by the time the ball hit the ground. And again, they're out in left field checking on Tregna there. As Fleppa going to throw over to DeSantis Biggs at first base to make sure his arm stays warm. And the Meadville trainer out there checking on Tregna, and you tell if he's just trying to walk it off or if they're bringing him off the field. And if they have to take him off the field, that's a big loss for the Bulldogs defensively. Especially right now with the way Snyder's been hitting the ball. And
looks like he's just kind of
jumping out there trying to. You can see him in the far left corner there. And he's going to run back out there, and that's he gets a nice hand from the fans that braved the elements and hopefully brought their towels. The bleachers were fairly saturated.
I see some blankets
from the rain, but he does seem to be okay. And so the other Bulldogs now will head back to their positions, and the trainer and coaches are head back to the dugout. And
it's a long walk.
Yeah. And so after all of that, we end up with a 1-1 count to Snyder at the plate. Sheen at first base after the single. And 2 away here in the Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg 5th inning. Meadville leading 1-0. Fleppa now with the 1-1. And that one's lifted into shallow left. No, it's going to hang up, and Miller's under it at short for the 3rd out. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Dragons in the 5th, and they are rapidly running out of outs here as Meadville leads 1-0. This District 10 Class 5A Baseball Championship on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Here in Warren County, Seneca Generation delivers more than electricity. We provide clean, reliable power, and we're proud to call this community home. Our team is committed to giving back, supporting local programs, and helping create opportunities that make a difference for families, schools, and neighborhoods. Because powering homes means empowering lives. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community. Bottom of the Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg 5th inning here from Mercyhurst University. Meadville leading Warren 1-0 District 10 Class 5A Championship. Brian Hagberg, Ben White with you here on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. And due up for the Bulldogs here in the 5th, Reichel, Grubbs, and Miller.
They are for Meadville in the bottom of the 5th. Colin Reichel.
Reichel grounded out to short his first time up. And David Manning back on the mound here for the Dragons in the 5th. And first pitch to Reichel is low for ball 1. And the 1-0 misses outside for ball 2.
Both of these pitchers have done a fantastic job controlling what they can control.
And have got some great help defensively. And the 2-0 low and away for ball 3. And the 3-0 is in there for a strike as Reichel taking all the way there. And the 3-1 misses outside for ball 4, and it's a leadoff walk for Colin Reichel. Second walk issued here this afternoon by Manning. That'll bring up the second baseman, Jared Grubbs, grounded out to third, his first at bat. Steps in here with 1 on and nobody out in the 5th. Throw over is Reichel back easily. Grubbs squares, puts a bunt down right back to Manning. He looks at the runner, throws over to first, and it's a sack bunt for Jared Grubbs. So now a runner in scoring position for Ian Miller, who has the hit of the ball game right now, a solo home run in the 3rd inning. First pitch for Manning outside for a ball. And I don't know, Ben. I'm not putting anything anywhere near the plate for Miller right now.
He has the hot hand.
1-0 inside.
Or hot swing. What'd you call it in baseball?
Hot bat.
Hot bat. There.
Swinging a hot bat. There you go.
Yeah. Swinging a hot bat.
So 2-0 now to Miller. And that one right on the outside corner for a strike. Maybe that's a strategy by Manning here. Make Miller think you're trying to pitch around him and then just kind of casually throw one in there that catches one of the corners. The 2-1, that one's fouled off, and it's 2-2.
Looks like he hit the tip of his bat, and he looks frustrated that he missed it. Now he's got to forget about it because he's got one more strike to work with.
Manning checks Reichel at second, now comes to the plate and misses up high. So it's a full count to Miller. And again, Miller with one swing of the bat is the difference in this ball game. The payoff pitch misses outside for ball 4. And there are 2 on now for the center fielder, Jacoby Thompson. Thompson has lined out to third and grounded out to first so far this afternoon. 2 on, 1 out here in the 5th. He lifts that one way up high into shallow right. And Blum under it for the catch and not deep enough to allow the runners to advance. That's a big out for Manning and the Dragons here in the 5th. So the first baseman, Henry DeSantis Big, steps in. He singled in the first, grounded out to Manning to end the 3rd. 2 on, 2 out here in the Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg 5th inning. That one's grounded right to McGarry at short. He flips over to Sheen at second for the out. And Manning works out of another jam here. And that's a big one for the Dragons to keep it a 1-run game. We head to the 6th. Meadville 1, Warren nothing. We'll be back on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Looking to score big on your next vacation? Start with a travel advisor who delivers. Your Cruise Planners Advisor is your go-to, saving you time, money, and stress, while hooking you up with exclusive deals, upgraded amenities, and early booking discounts. Get in the game with Griggs Travel at GriggsTravel.com. That's GriggsTravel.com. John Griggs, Port Allegheny grad, 1,000-point scorer, 3-sport standout, ready to help you plan your dream getaway. Cruises, resorts, hotels, tours, everything's handled, even your own travel app, and easy rate booking if plans change.
In every heartbeat, every helping hand, every moment of care, Warren General Hospital stands as a cornerstone of our community. For generations, families have trusted us to be here today, tomorrow, and always. We're transforming community health and wellness through excellence in quality, safety, service, engagement, and patient experience. Warren General Hospital.
Ready to start the 6th inning here at Mercyhurst. Meadville leading Warren 1-0 District 10 Class 5A championship. Chase, Manning, and Bryan due up for the Dragons. Chase has flown out to center and walked so far this afternoon against A.J. Filippa on the mound. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Our 6th inning is brought to you by Acrisure. Acrisure, with a location in DuBois, is the official insurance provider of your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Find out more at acrisure.com/mid-Atlantic. And another swing and a miss there. It's 0-2. To Brady Chase. Filippa delivers, and Chase lifts that one into right field. Woodrow racing and makes the catch. Again, it hung up just enough for Woodrow to get over there. And a sliding catch by Woodrow there, as there is one away here in the Acrisure 6th inning for the pitcher, David Manning. He's flown out to right and grounded out to short.
Has pitched a really good game so far.
Takes a strike. And that one poked into center field and is going to fall for a base hit.
That's the one they need. A little base hit. They haven't had those a lot today. You know, a lot of them have been hanging up in the air and making it easy to go in there and catch
even
it.
that one hung, but
Yeah.
it was just shallow
Yeah.
enough that Grubbs wasn't able to go out from second, and Thompson had to come too far to get it.
Yeah, it's just like catching a punt. You're like, ah.
And so Brock Bryan steps in, 1 on, 1 out here in the 6th, takes up high for a ball. Bryan has singled and struck out this afternoon. The 1-0 misses low and away for ball 2, and I think Filippa knows if there's anybody you're going to pitch around in this Dragons lineup, it is a cleanup hitter, Brock Bryan. He definitely has the ability to change this ball game around with one swing of the bat. The 2-0 breaking pitch catches the outside corner. And if he was going to do something like that, now's the time the Dragons want him to do it.
Now is the time to do it. They kind of need it.
The 2-1 grounded down the third base line, but foul. So 2-2 now to Brock Bryan at the plate. Manning at first with a 1-out single. And Dragons trailing by a run here in the 6th. District 10 Class 5A Championship. 2-2 misses up high and fills up the count.
It's been a lot of full counts lately, and I kind of love it. I love it.
Here we go. Big pitch. Might be the pitch of the game here from Filippa. The 3-2 to Bryan. Breaking pitch catches the outside corner for strike 3.
Bryan is frustrated as that pitch hit the catcher's mitt, and then he kind of
Bryan acted like he thought that was ball 4, but unless he thought it was low, maybe it was definitely right there on the outside corner. And there are 2 away now as Duncan McGarry steps in. He has struck out and flown out. Pops that one down the left field line, but foul. And no courtesy runner for Manning over there at first. You got any brotherly insight on that strategy there?
I don't know. He didn't tell me that. Normally you see the courtesy runner for the pitcher and the catcher.
So the breaking pitch from Filippa catches the outside corner, and it's quickly 0-2 to McGarry. And that one high and outside for a ball. So 1-2 to McGarry at the plate. And he pops that one way up high, but out of play. Keeps the at-bat alive. So it's still 1-2 to McGarry at the plate. Manning at first with a 1-out single. And that one grounded foul. No hands by the first base coach.
No, he's got to field that one. He's got to field that one. I'll mention that to him later tonight. What are you doing, man?
So still 1-2 to McGarry at the plate. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Warren trailing by a run. And McGarry lifts that one into center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. And so now runners at first and second for the Dragons. They have a runner in scoring position for the 3rd time this afternoon. And it will be Tage Wyman. He's grounded to short, grounded to second as Tony Tartagliane's going to have a mound visit here. Everybody's coming in. Everybody's going to talk strategy.
Now a courtesy runner comes in for Manning.
And now, yes, the good eyes there. Good eyes. Got a courtesy runner there for Manning. And that is number 5, Aaron Sheen, running for Manning now at second base. And that's now that he's in scoring position.
Yeah. It's going to get the fast guys.
Well, raindrops coming now as the umbrellas come out. Tage Wyman at the plate. Couple of ground outs this afternoon. Needs a base hit here. Fouls the first pitch back. chance to tie this ball game here in the 6th inning. And they are keeping Sheen at second base. Now Grubbs pulls off, and Filippa took something off and got Wyman out in front of that. He still got a piece and fouled it back, but is behind now 0-2.
Got to find a way to get the ball in the play with one strike to work with.
The 0-2 to Wyman, fouled back. Wyman continues to battle here.
Try to foul off anything you don't like, just in case.
Filippa with the 0-2 and gets Wyman swinging on a pitch outside. And Filippa works out of a jam for the 3rd time here. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, 2 runners left on, 2 key runners left on here in the 6th inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Meadville 1, Warren nothing. District 10 Class 5A championship on your daily local of YDL Sports Network.
This summer, get in the game with Much Game Athletics. Register now for the Girls Shootout and Team Camp, June 12th and 13th, featuring JV and varsity games guaranteed, 6 games per team. Register by May 31st. Plus, sign up for the Oil City area Boys and Girls Leagues with Girls Junior High, Boys Junior High, Boys Varsity and Girls Varsity Leagues available. Guaranteed 9 games per team. For questions or information, contact Jeff Pauley at muchgame649@gmail.com or call 814-671-1176.
Here in Warren County, Seneca Generation delivers more than electricity. We provide clean, reliable power, and we're proud to call this community home. Our team is committed to giving back, supporting local programs, and helping create opportunities that make a difference for families, schools, and neighborhoods. Because powering homes means empowering lives. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community. Just about ready to start the bottom of the Acrisure 6th inning here. Meadville leading Warren 1-0. It is Woodrow, Filippa, and Tregna due up for the Bulldogs. Woodrow swings and misses at the first pitch. Now, something to keep an eye on. Filippa's up to 90 pitches after 6 innings. As he 0-1 misses outside for a ball. Manning comes into this inning at only 60 pitches.
Oh, I thought they'd be pretty close.
And that's unofficially is the 1-1 misses outside for ball 2. But so with Filippa at 90 pitches, even if Warren can get somebody to work in at bat there, gonna have to make a change at some point as Woodrow grounds that one to second. Sheen up with it and over to first for the out. So Filippa will step in here. He has walked and struck out so far this afternoon. First pitch to Filippa is in there for a strike. The 0-1 fouled back. So 0-2 to Filippa, and he skies that one into shallow right. It's going to fall for a base hit. And so Filippa is aboard with a 1-out single.
I was right in the spot you kind of want if you want to get like a little dinker in a spot where the second baseman doesn't know, the outfielder doesn't know.
So Trengo will come on. We're going to have a courtesy runner for Filippa out at first base. I caught it this time. It took a little longer to get that change made.
Well, the other one, he waited until he was on second.
And the last time Filippa was on first base, they changed.
Oh, yeah. I remember now.
So
I remember now.
Now we're going to change again. Yeah. And Again, I think that's again number 23, Connor Massetti. Now he is also a Bulldogs pitcher, so he may have been in the bullpen warming up. That's might have been why they had a little delay there. But so Trenga now steps in, 1 on, 1 out here in the 6th. As Manning throws over to first, and Massetti back easily is sprinkling a little bit again here in Erie at Mercyhurst University. And another throw over is Massetti playing some games. Trenga has grounded out to Manning twice so far this afternoon. First pitch in there for a strike. That 0-1 is fouled back, and it's 0-2 to Trenga at the plate. Trenga, excuse me. Again, just kind of spitting rain, not really raining hard, but just spitting enough to make it interesting. Is a swing and a miss for strike 3. 3-pitch strikeout for Manning, and there are 2 away here in the 6th.
That's that annoying rain where might not help the pitcher at all. Gripping the ball,
but not really doing anything to impact the batter. Yeah. So Colton Redden steps in, the catcher. He struck out and popped out. And takes outside for a ball. 1 on, 2 out now for Redden in the 6th. Meadville with a 1-run lead. A 1-0 lead. The only run of the ball game, a solo home run by Ian Miller back in the 3rd inning. And the 1-0 to Redden. Excuse me, swing into right field, and unable to make the catch is Sheen, but it bounces foul. Big break there for the Dragons.
Play you got to make, but the Dragons caught a break.
Well, and that's that go back to that Snyder hit to left, where Trenga ran into the fence.
Yeah.
But those are the differences in a championship game. As a 1-1 misses outside for ball 2.
The little details matter.
It's 2-1 now to Redden. And that misses low and away for ball 3 is a snap throw down to first by Snyder, but Massetti back in time. And now it's 3-1. And chance for Redden here if he can get his pitch. Manning delivers, catches the outside corner. And again, Snyder, great framing there by the catcher. Gets the call for his pitcher, and it's a full count now to Redden, and they throw over again. And Manning bound and determined to keep Massetti in place there at first base. Yeah, it's a full count with 2 outs here, so he's off on the pitch regardless. Manning with the payoff pitch to Redden, and it's poked into right field for a base hit. Massetti around second, a little hesitation. The throw, he's stumbling, but the throw well off mark by Blum. And Redden ends up at second base, so runners now at second and third after the single by Redden. Sends Massetti to third and brings up Colin Reichel, who's grounded out and walked. And again, what could be a crucial insurance run for the Bulldogs is now 90 feet away. And lifted into center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. It's an RBI single. 1 run is in. They're going to hold up the runner at third. And a huge single for Colin Reichel.
Big one.
And it is 2-0 Meadville here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Jared Grubbs steps in, the second baseman. Is grounded out to third and hit a sac bunt. But Reichel Here with a key insurance run driven in for the Bulldogs as Grubbs takes up high for ball one. So 2-0 Meadville here now in the bottom of the sixth inning. And Snyder has a little trouble with that as Reichel will head down to second base. It's a 2-0 now to Grubbs. And Grubbs grounds it to third. Bryan backhands, throws over to first. And that is the third out. But Reichel drives in a key insurance run for Meadville. They now lead it 2-0 as we head to the seventh inning here at Mercyhurst University. It is the bottom of the lineup due up for the Dragons. And what could possibly be the final inning of this ball game. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. It's high school baseball, the District 10 5A Championship on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
We think Rossbacher Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local, we're knowledgeable, we have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here, you can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Our seventh inning this afternoon is brought to you by Warren General Hospital. Learn more about the patient services available at WGH.org. So Carlson, Zadarko, and Sheen due up for the Dragons here in the top of the seventh. They trail by two. They got to get at least two here to keep this District 10 5A championship game going. It'll be Zane Carlson leading off. He's grounded out and struck out so far this afternoon and lifts that one foul and out of play. And again, unofficially, Filippa comes into this inning at 90 pitches. So at the very least, I think the Dragons would like to see Carlson work this deep into the count here. That catches the outside corner for a strike. And again, Filippa just all day long has gotten ahead of these Warren batters. It's 0-2 to Carlson, but that misses outside for a ball. And you almost felt like Carlson was kind of anticipating that he's going to try to get me to chase on one here. The 1-2 breaking pitch just missed outside, evens the count at 2-2. And the Meadville faithful in attendance wanted that call.
It was close.
They do not get it. It's 2-2 now to Carlson. And he grounds that one back up the middle. Miller up with it over to first. And there is one away here in the seventh. And that'll bring up Colin Zadarko, has flown out to center and flown out to right.
Colin Zadarko.
And again, special thank you to the Zadarko family and the Warren Baseball Sports Boosters for sponsoring this afternoon's broadcast, allowing us to bring you this live video coverage. First pitch to Zadarko, skied way up high down the right field line, drifting over. I can't tell. It goes out of play. And DeSantis Biggs was over there. Looked like he might have had a beat on it, but it
was just
went just far
outside.
enough
Yeah,
to
just far
drift
away.
out of play. So Zadarko stays alive now, is behind 0-1. And Filippa delivers, and Zadarko grounds it to third. Reichel over to first, and there are two gone. And Meadville 1 out away from claiming the District 10 5A championship. Warren down to its final out, and it's Brady Sheen at the plate. Has a couple of singles here this afternoon. That little excuse me swing bunt single in the
Whatever
third.
you want
and
to call that one, and then
poked one into right field back in the fifth. And has to come up with a hit here to keep this game going. First pitch misses outside for a ball. 1-0, grounded up the middle. Miller up with it, throws over to first, and that is it. And the Meadville Bulldogs are the 2026 District 10 Class 5A baseball champions. It is a complete game shutout for A.J. Filippa. Ian Miller with the solo home run in the third. Colin Reichel with the RBI single in the sixth. The 2 runs scored by the Bulldogs as they claim their second straight District 10 Class 5A baseball championship. They'll go on to play either DuBois or Alderdice here in a sub-regional on Tuesday. And again, congratulations to the Meadville Bulldogs, the 2026 District 10 Class 5A baseball champions. My understanding is they're going to do the awards presentation on the field here in a minute, and we'll stick around for that. We'll take a quick break and then come back as soon as they get that going. Again, your final, Meadville 2, Warren nothing. Bulldogs claim the District 10 Class 5A baseball championship. Ready to take the next step in your education or career? The Warren Forest Higher Education Council offers affordable career training, certification, and seminar programs right here at home. With flexible classes designed for busy schedules, you can advance your future without leaving the region. Your future starts here. Learn more today at high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222. The Warren Forest High Ed Council, your access to lifelong learning.
Welcome to the Crary Art Gallery. We are a small gallery with a big story. Since 1977, the Crary Art Gallery has been home to an extensive inventory of prominent local art. Our doors are open to the public every other even month, featuring exhibitions beyond our permanent collection and hosting artists from nation and worldwide, turning each visit into a limited time experience you won't want to miss. Come discover something new. For more information, visit craryartgallery.org.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization. Back here at Mercyhurst University for the awards presentations, I'll start with the District 10 runner-up, Warren Dragons.
3, Brock Bryan. 5, Aaron Sheen. 6, Eli Snyder. 7, Zach Peters. 10, Bradley Chase. 11, Rob Melchek. 12, Jake Lawson. 13, Brady Sheen. 14, Wyatt Wilson. 17, Duncan McGarry. 19, Ewan McGarry. 20, Nathan Klanowski. 21, Phil Nickerson. 22, Colin Zadarko. 23, Logan Ristoff. 24, Charlie Bloom. 26, Gabe Thibodeau. 33, Keith Jennis. Add to the Meadville coaches, Coach John White, his assistants, Sean Wilson, Ed Baldensberger, John McGarry, Lance Baldensberger, and Bill Hawthorne. Congratulations to the Dragons.
So District 10 runner-up, Class 5A runner-up, Warren Dragons getting their silver medals here at Mercyhurst University. And now for the District 10 champion, Meadville Bulldogs.
1, Colin Reichel. 6, Jared Grubbs. 7, Nick Ingalls. 8, Jacoby Thompson. 9, Colton Redden. 11, Rocco Woodrow. 12, A.J. Filippa. 19, Santino Tringa. 21, Ian Miller. 23, Connor Massetti. 42, Ben Black. 44, Henry DeSantis Biggs.
So again, the District 10, 2026 District 10 Class 5A baseball champion, the Meadville Bulldogs, and now the trophy presentation.
We'll present the championship award to Coach Jamaica and the Meadville Bulldogs.
And the District 10 championship trophy presented to the District 10 champion Meadville Bulldogs. And again, they will head to a sub-regional on Tuesday where they're going to take on either DuBois or Alderdice for a berth in the PIAA championship. And
Congratulations to the
Ben White, this was a fantastic ball game. It really was, everything you'd want to see in a championship contest.
Exactly. Coming down to the wire. Literally came down to the wire. Meadville up 1-0 all the way, like from the third to the sixth inning, and then they got one more run, kind of like put them over the hedge that they needed to give Warren a little bit more of a stretch. Hey, we got to come making Warren. Hey, we got to come in, make swing the bats, get the ball in play, and make plays, and try to tie the game up or to win the game, and then we got to finish it. And ended up not happening, but a lot to build if you're a Warren Dragons baseball fan.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, again, we touched on it in the pregame. This was a team that went winless a year and finds themselves in the District 10 championship game. It really in a game that they had every opportunity to at least put themselves ahead, if not come away with a victory here. So, like you said, a lot to build on for Johnny White and the Dragons as they close out the 2026 season. I'll take a look at the this is our Icy Ink postgame show, by the way, for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Call Icy Ink at 814-688-0034. Visit them online at icyink.com. That's icyink.com. And our final game stats are brought to you by the Warren Forest High Ed Council. The Warren Forest High Ed Council has been serving Warren and Forest counties for more than 40 years. Visit high-ed.com to learn more. Starting first for Warren, Eli Snyder goes 0 for 2 with a walk. Brady Chase 0 for 2 with a walk. David Manning 1 for 3. Brock Bryan 1 for 3. Duncan McGarry 1 for 3. Tage Wyman 0 for 3. Zane Carlson 0 for 3. Colin Zadarko 0 for 3. And Brady Sheen 2 for 3. The 5 hits for the Dragons. David Manning goes 6 innings, allows 7 hits, gives up 2 earned runs with 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. And is saddled with a tough luck loss here in the District 10 championship. For Meadville, Ian Miller goes 2 for 2 with a run and an RBI, and both the run and the RBI came on one big swing of the bat. A solo home run in the 3rd inning got the Bulldogs on the board. Jacoby Thompson was 0 for 3. Henry DeSantis Biggs was 1 for 3. Rocco Woodrow 1 for 3. AJ Filippo 1 for 2. Santino Trenga 0 for 3. Colton Redden 1 for 3. Colin Reichel 1 for 2 with an RBI, and that was the insurance run, the second run of the game in the 6th inning for Meadville. And Jared Grubbs was 0 for 2. The pitcher, AJ Filippo, complete game shutout, surrendered just 5 hits over 7 innings, walked 2, and struck out 5. And Ben, I think there's no question our Icy Ink player of the game got to be the pitcher. Complete game shutout, AJ Filippo.
Yeah, definitely. If you throw a complete game shutout, I mean, you did pretty good that day.
Scattered 5 hits, allowed the Dragons to get a runner in scoring position 3 times throughout the game, but no runner got beyond second base, and that's in a championship game. You absolutely cannot ask for much more from your pitcher than that.
Yeah, and then he kind of honed in and was like, okay, runner on second, I gotta focus in and do what I need to do, and then and believe in my teammates that they can do what they can do to help make sure we don't get any runs, and it worked out.
All right, so again, your 2026 District 10 5A baseball champion, the Meadville Bulldogs, they'll find out later this afternoon whether they're going to face Alderdice, or DuBois in the sub-regional with a berth to the PIAA tournament on the line. But that'll do it for us here from Mercyhurst University. We'll try to go down and grab AJ Filippa for an interview that we'll post to the YDL Sports Network YouTube page later on. And, of course, full coverage from this game on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network, coming up later this evening. And best of luck as the McDowell Trojans and Erie Royals are getting set to square off in the 6A championship here at Mercyhurst. We'll have coverage from that game as well. For Ben White, this is Brian Hagberg on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon. Again, special thanks to the Zarco family and the Warren Baseball Sports Boosters for sponsoring today's video coverage. That'll do it for us here from Mercyhurst. Thanks so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your afternoon.